Our 5 heroes from the Council of Celestins survived their first night of camping under the stars as lowly adventurers. They continued their journey to the nearest settlement while discussing whether to keep their identity as council members a secret. After a half-day of travel, they arrived in Wallowford, a small, rowdy city known for its nightclubs. They saw crowds of hungover people while exploring what Wallowford had to offer, and in doing so, Cariad and Tecton went to a blacksmith and purchased armor, while Freya perused a music store. Cariad then bought a map of Vaktil, the continent they landed on, and had an unpleasant encounter with a drow shopkeeper. As the sun went down, the city came to life, and the council browsed the local taverns. They chose a modest inn named the Sunken Staircase to stay for their time in the city. A notice board inside the Sunken Staircase offered a number of quests that paid well. Venlo had an intimate moment with Ramses and sprouted a pair of angelic wings, clear signs of his ASMR heritage. The group decided to celebrate and left the quests for tomorrow so they could partake in Wallowford's wild night life. Getting drunk in the tavern of the Sunken Staircase, and then exiting into the night, where screaming, laughing, party, music, a few people peeing in trash cans, a drug sale going on down the street, a guard rushing up the other end of the street to stop someone from streaking. It is a time here in Wallowford. That is where we left off. So, it's for transparency's sake, it's been a couple weeks since we recorded. I don't remember who the fuck was going out at night.
It would be Ramsey very excited for adventure. Yeah.
Ramsey.
No, Cariad's going out. She's already pissed drunk.
Cariad. And I believe it was Fenlo.
Yeah, Fenlo
Right.
has some water now. He feels good. And he has wings now? What?
Oh, yeah. Those very quickly, as you exit into the night, the shimmering, shining of the ethereal wings that sprout from your back, they very quickly... and they are no longer there.
Oh. I wanted to try... What? No, that's the responsible thing. You don't drink and fly.
So, as you guys exit out into the street, there is oonsa, oonsa, oonsa coming from a different direction. There's like, oh my god, you're so funny, from that drunk girl that you met last time. You don't see her, you just hear her. And then you see what looks to be the equivalent to like a fantasy frat, like, chug, 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 and they smash a glass against their head. Yeah. Shards go everywhere.
Oh, God.
He's bleeding. They're like,
I was gonna ask if it
woo!
crumbles.
No, it's shattered.
It's not like a red soda.
Yeah, no, it's a solid bottle. The night.
Oh, he is very strong, very impressive, very good for taking glass to head.
Ugh. You see, he's kind of like circling, like he's not very stable anymore as the blood just kind of rushes down his cheek, and he's
Sir,
also
you are
pretty
more
drunk.
And you have not. Sir, you are more drunk and have not had single drink further. Very good.
And then he falls.
He's dancing, and then Ramsey keeps walking.
I'm pretty sure in that one movement, he just reduced his life by like 6 months.
That's a concussion and a half.
Where are we going? To find somewhere more interesting, yeah?
Yeah, what are y'all feeling? You want something more low key than smashing your head against some glass?
I liked his test of courage, but I do not wish to partake.
That's fair. What are we seeing around?
Stars.
What venue is available?
You wanna go to the stars? There are
Oh no,
stars.
I am just saying, and like Ramsey like looks left and right. He's like, no, I am saying I see stars. And
Oh God. Oh. Like in the sky or around you?
oh yes,
Floating above your head.
I would say that
Oh,
is
no.
correct. Yes, he like he's
Oh,
staggering, but he's still walking.
Did you smash a bottle against your head?
No, it was on the ground. It is not. It was
Cause you could take it, right, and you could like you could take it and whatnot, and like you could do it against your abs, and it would like, cause look at those abs.
Hello. I will turn pink if you keep speak like that. And he like fans his face, and then
Look at. Okay.
Well, that was bloody cute.
I think we made the classic mistake of pre-drinking too much.
Nonsense,
Okay.
Tecton! I have drank many of wine at in the Celeste, and it is not very good at the handling alcohol. You can tell, and we will find somewhere to go. Yes.
I don't think we've drunk enough.
Cariad is ready for fun. You say again, Fenlo. Fenlo, speak again, please. Did not hear. I am very sorry.
Hydration is important. People be thirsty around here.
God.
Ramsey like points his finger at Fenlo. He's like, "That is right. Let us go." And then I think Tecton was trying to ask this before, but what is around for us to go into?
Okay, so arguably the most popular place that you see in front of you is Maelstrom. It is lined up 3 blocks down. It is a big building that looks to be a swirl of different blues and whites that kind of swirl together, almost like a big storm, a big maelstrom. And it just, it's a huge line. People are ready to have fun if they can get into the place. The windows are kind of foggy glass, but you see the different colored lights that kind of pulse through them. The different blues and purples and reds and everything, of probably arcane lights that are just lighting up the evening, and you hear like very deep inset music that's just muffled by the walls but is still very loud. One place that Tecton it was Tecton and Cariad walked into, looked to be like a veterans club, probably not a good place. I think someone heard something about the salty something, which is a little like darker, kind of classier building down the block. There is a place to gamble. That one's, that's just, there's nothing much to say about there. It is a very nice, like very classic Las Vegas kind of building full of different people who are either winning and having the time of their life or losing and realizing they might have some issues that they might have to go and seek help for.
When Ramsey looks around left and right, does he see a place that has a similar age group to what the group is, Cariad and Fenlo, and exception of Tecton, but still good?
It would be Maelstrom.
Do y'all want to get lost in the eye of the storm? I say, pointing at Maelstrom.
That is a great idea! And Ramsey will start going towards...
And I'm
Maelstrom.
just gonna cut over to Freya for a second. You've heard this whole conversation. They are very loud. They cut through the night.
She's up in her room, like sitting in bed, already like comfortable, like back against like the headboard, trying to like write. And like the louder they are, like she just breaks a pencil. Just tries to steady herself. And then finds comfort in the fact that Tecton is out there with no money. and then she's like, you know what? They can be loud. And then she smiles and goes back to her writing.
Oh my. Okay, so we cut back as you guys are making your way down to the end of the line. You see this, like, very... probably not much older than our younger members. Probably, like, 19 or 20 is like, hey, this is your first time here?
That is right.
No.
I wasn't talking to you. And he's very clearly eyeing up Cariad.
Cariad, I think you have a suitor.
Whoa, I don't want to make any presumptions, but like, are you interested?
Cariad will look. Cariad will look him down and up and just kind of look back to the group, look back to him.
He is a
And then back to the
he
group.
is a very sweaty person already. He's wearing a t-shirt where he should be wearing probably a tank top. He has cargo shorts on. All the ways to disperse his money out in his various pockets, and his hair is slicked back with what could possibly be 30 pounds of gel, or it could just be sweat. You're not really sure.
I love the idea of someone wearing cargo pants or shorts to flaunt their wealth just by jangling all their 16 pockets.
Or just the fact that cargo pants exist in D&D.
Yeah, they do.
If you can get us in there, then maybe I'll talk to you all night.
Challenge accepted, and he leaves the line.
Oh my god.
Cariad.
Cariad's gonna lean into the rest, and she's gonna go, I'm not gonna talk to him at all, actually.
Oh, good.
He had, like, all of his skin in the game when he shouldn't have had any skin in the game, you know?
Yeah, he's bloody disgusting. No. No.
I thought I was gonna have to step in and be like, oh, are you propositioning my daughter for hand in marriage or something? But I'm glad he's an idiot.
Cariad, I do think you're making a very good choice, since that I believe that man was very greasy.
He looked very greasy, yeah. I'm not gonna talk to him.
I thought you
But
were
if I can get us in...
I thought you were gonna stab him, and then I'd have to... And I didn't put my hand on him, you know? It's just, no.
If he tries touching me, I am gonna stab him.
Okay.
So it's a good thing you're here.
I think that is fine.
But I think I may have found us a way in.
I don't think you have. I think he thinks he can get in, but he can't.
I can't explain this other than there is a star wipe, like, over the screen, and you guys are now at the front of the line. You had to wait a long time. He did not. You actually really don't even see him anymore.
He never came back?
He never came back. But you...
Cariad, your trick has worked. We are at the front of the line now.
It's like that phenomenon when you're drunk where sometimes you just feel like time is moving really fast and you're like, oh, I'm already in the car. Whoa.
We all blinked together and we're at the front of the line.
Yeah.
You
guys got, like, prodded. Like, the line's moving up.
Your intense position aided us greatly. It's all good.
That's right. Look at that. We're here.
So you guys get to the front door, and then they kind of stop you, and they're like, you gotta leave the weapons at the door.
Oh, I guess if that is what we have to do, and Ramsey puts his weapon at the door, and he's like, "It will be here when I get the bag."
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Just can't go in the club.
Okay, and then he puts his his battle axe, and his javelin,
Yeah, definitely.
and
do I have to leave all of them?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yes.
His battle axe and his javelin.
Alright, here's my hand axe. Here's another hand axe.
Okay.
Here's my longbow. Here's my quiver. Here's my scimitar.
Wow, okay, you got a lot.
Here's my short sword.
Okay,
Here's my crowbar.
okay.
Here's my hammer.
Oh, alright. He, looks at you expectantly, like he's waiting for more.
That wasn't bloody enough for you.
Oh, okay, you're done. Okay. Sure, sorry, you were packing a lot.
Do you want to hand them my weapons? Because you were on a roll. You were
Right, yeah, give me your weapons.
Alright, I got a spear.
Here's a spear.
And I got...
Here's a spear.
and it's a crossbow and crossbow.
Here's a crossbow.
And then I just have a small knife, and I don't know why.
And here's a small knife.
What could have been like a few, for lack of a better words, like umbrellas in the umbrella stand is now overflowing with weapons. Just consistent, multiple quivers, hand axes, little knives, bigger knives, swords, crossbows.
Did you see that DreamWorks Sinbad adaptation where the guy's just like piling weapons onto the table, and then like as soon as they leave, that's when he finishes putting his weapons on the table? That's what this is, and I love it.
I haven't watched that movie in so long.
I've never watched
So
that
good.
movie.
I love it.
It was
So
good.
I'm gonna hand the bouncer. Techno's gonna hand the bouncer his bone club, and
Thank you.
says, "If if I come back and this isn't here, your relatives, everyone you know, everyone you've ever loved, will meet their watery demise."
Tactin.
And that's a promise.
Make an intimidation check.
What the DL was that?
What does water have to do with this?
Yeah, we're
That's a 12 for intimidation.
He goes, yeah, okay. He takes the club and he puts it in the pile. And...
I glare at him and walk away.
Alright. As everyone has handed in their weapons, you guys are ushered into the club. It is a 3-storied building with the same color scheme of being kind of this blue-white kind of swirls of color. This kind of textured paint scheme. There are tables that look like different broken down crates and ship pieces, very like kind of like trendy and hipster. The main floor is kind of the dance area where everyone is grinding up against each other, like deeper into the center or a little more spread out towards the edges of the room. On either side of the room is kind of like a metal mixed with wood staircase that leads up the floor, and you see that is probably where the socializing happens. The more tables are there, people are eating or having most likely drinks or shots, and then there's a wide bar that just lines one side of the wall up in that second story, where about 4 different bartenders are working very quickly.
Well, drinks aren't on me tonight. Sorry, folks.
No worries, Tecton. I'll get your drinks.
Thank you, Harriet.
That's what you get for giving your money to Miss Freya and whatnot.
Yeah, women that'll take your money, eh? And
Alright, Tecton, I take it back.
It was a joke. I'm sorry. Please buy me alcohol.
I'll buy you 1 drink now.
Fine. Just gonna have to use my charm to get the others then.
You'll have to charm me, that's right.
Mr. Tecton, can I be real honest with you for a sec?
Please, Fendo.
Your charm ain't gonna get you far, man.
Well, it's not just charisma, you know. It's also uniqueness, nerve, and talent, in that order. So, and I believe I possess all 4. So we'll see.
Tecton, you absolutely have all 4.
Thank you.
That is very true. You do. You possess very many good attributes, and also some that are not great, but many very good also.
I just
Eric,
got
can
it.
you can take an inspiration for that, buddy?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
See, most times when a DM gives an inspiration, it's for clever puzzle fixes. I use it for drag references.
I'll remember that.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what
Okay.
you
Yeah, it's
need
from
this
RuPaul's
nerve and
Drag Race.
talent.
Oh, I just spelt out the first letter of the words he used.
That is the joke.
I'm gonna see that walk to the dance floor.
You are very quickly enjoyed in the amoeba of dance. As
Ugh.
you guys see Tecton get to a point, and then you just don't see him anymore. It is a mass of sweaty bodies grinding up against each other, having a good time listening to the band Dead Dire Mouse.
Oh,
Yeah,
Really?
that hurt my stomach.
That's
All
where
that
that was.
pausing,
Yeah, that's all I got. I was
all the
thinking it was gonna be
hesitation,
dead
and that's the
bugbear, but
best
I don't
you
know.
could come
It
out
sounded-
with?
Dead were-rat, dead rat king.
Dead were-rat. No, it's dead were-rat now.
You are
New band name.
No, it is. It's dead were-rat now. And he's got a really aggressive paper mache dead rat on his head.
I'm surprised it wouldn't just be an actual were-rat.
No,
skull on
it's,
his-
no, it's paper mache.
expecting them to be an actual, like, dead were-rat. Who just
they
God.
tied a dead were-rat onto two, like, tin cans.
Somebody's
and
weekends at burning
Yeah.
him backstage.
People are bouncing it around like a beach ball at a concert. Just the limp body.
It's cheaper to pay a necromancer than it is to pay a bard. You know what I'm saying these days?
You get it. You get it.
That's disgusting.
Oh my God.
That's absolutely.
And it's absolutely canon now. It is just a dead were-rat weekend at burning on stage.
I
Yeah.
want a bar.
I love it.
Ramsey's gonna head with Cariad to grab drinks, if that's okay.
You guys make your way up the like metal wood stairs, and you now kind of get it's still loud, but it's hospitable. You guys can have a conversation if you'd like, with only kind of raising your voices. Kind of looking around. People are either A, flirting it up right now, B, friends who have come in and are discussing, hey, I'm gonna leave with this person. Are you okay with your own? Okay, great, thanks. And then leaving. Or C, or 3, I don't know if I was counting or spelling.
I do that all the time.
Heavily, they're either flirting, friends trying to decide how the nights are going, or whatever my next step was, almost fucking on the table or against a wall.
Solid.
Or counter argument, counter idea. People are getting drinks because there's a counter spell, counter sexual experience. Yeah, so there are many people up here, but they're not as much like going to get drinks. It's kind of sparse at the bar currently.
Ramsey will part the bar. Cariad, are you coming?
Yeah, alright, I'll come.
Okay, you guys come up to the bar. You kind of wait a second as kind of all the bartenders are serving a few people, but eventually a tall, slender, for lack of a better word, like ebony black skin of a tiefling stands before you. Covering, he's got like looser fitting clothing, very thin fabric that kind of just like draped down his arms. He's wearing like a classic tunic, kind of in that bluey swirled kind of probably uniform of Maelstrom. But up his arms, just the deepness of like the night sky that is his skin, there are many different tattoos of deep inset whites and yellows, and they almost look like what you guys are coming to learn in the last 5 years are constellations of different like tattoos. And he's got these in the top of his head, unlike the forehead, just wide spiraled horns that kind of come out, and his hair is kind of pulled back in braids. And he goes, "What can I get for y'all?"
They will have something very sweet and delicious, please.
Sure. Is that for everyone or just for you?
I will get 2 of whatever it is I am getting.
Sure. Anybody else want anything different?
Bloody hell, you're beautiful.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get something strong.
Sure.
Two, please.
That one seems a little easier than what eventually is gonna have to be fruity. So he pulls down a couple glasses, sets them down, and he just pulls something off the top shelf and just pours very quickly into each glasses and slides them over to you, Cariad. And he goes about getting Ramsey's drinks set up. They are a little more elaborate. There are multiple liqueurs put into them, and it is bright in like a bright red. And he slides them over, almost like in a daiquiri glass, but it's not as, you don't smell strawberry.
Oh,
How much?
5 silver for each drink, so a gold from each of you will cover it.
I'm gonna. Kariad's thirsty. She's gonna go ahead and just toss 3 gold in.
He picks it up, goes, "Thank you," and he winks.
Oh, that's no problem.
Cariad, let us go. I have to tell you a secret, Cariad.
Yeah, alright.
Ramsey, like, has, like, both drinks in, like, one hand, because his hands are, like, big enough to hold them, and he has, like, one hand on, like, Cariad's shoulder with his, like, head, like, kind of, like, next to theirs. Like, Cariad, I must tell you a secret.
Yeah?
I am pretty sure that tiefling has winked at you, and that they are, I can tell you have many affections for them. Because yes, it is true, Cariad. I have noticed. It is no secret to me. I am very observant. It is... Cariad, listen to me. I will tell you how to win their heart.
You don't think he noticed, do you?
No, not at all. Cariad...
God, that pause was so perfect. I'm sorry, I didn't want to ruin this, but that was so fucking perfect.
No, not at all.
Cariad, I will tell you over drinks how to win their heart, because I know and I am very good. Cariad, let us go. And then Ramsey's going to, like, keep holding onto their shoulder, like, kind of, like, put their, like, push them down slightly as if we're, like, hiding, and then, like, keep walking towards, like, the group again.
Oh, alright, and we'll scurry away back to the group. Cariad will stand up straight and just kind of tower above the rest of the people. Cariad's quite tall, and Cariad's gonna, like, sentry survey for anyone that Cariad knows.
Eventually you do spot Tecton. Tecton, what are you doing?
Tecton's dancing like his life depends on it.
Sweat pours from you, accumulating into the already sweaty crowd.
I'm picturing it like sort of Polynesian dancing, where it's very like it
Fist
looks like
pumps and,
earthbending or whatever. Like,
cool.
got like a mean face on, just like.
Yeah. People join you, rhythmically catching along with the vibes that you're putting out there. I'm so cool, you guys. I'm so hip.
Can I make a performance check?
Yeah, you
just
can
to
make
see
a
how well I'm
performance
dancing?
check. Absolutely.
Awesome. That's a big old 10.
Whether it's they're drunk and they can't notice the imperfections, or you're genuinely that just good at dancing, people are vibing, people are grooving along, people are having a great time. You're getting to be more of the attention in this smaller, kind of arid group.
Do the lasso thing and like bring people
Oh.
over. And then I go a whole bunch of people lassoed and I start building a pen around them and still dancing.
And they don't want to like break the mood, but they're not necessarily understanding, but they stay there and like
Somebody's a little too into it and moves.
whoa. Cariad, you see this happening.
Cariad is a little confused, but Cariad will kind of do a little side shuffle over. I got you a drink.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Oh my god!
This is the one that mood.
I want to just down the drink.
Shit! And Cariad will also match pace.
Immediately clear sinuses. Like you...
Shut!
You can breathe, and now you can smell every grain of sweat. Every kind of sweat in here.
And then I just want to like yell after I down it, just to cheer, pump the crowd.
Woo!
Like, "Ah!"
Everyone's into it. They are... If they have a drink in their hand, it's immediately downed. If they're not, there's people leaving to go get drinks and then very quickly find their way back, and you're not sure how quick those guys make drinks. But now you're starting to think it's just drinks they found. Which,
God.
yeah, this... You're starting... For...
What am I done?
Oh no. There's... It's this weird atmosphere, because you guys have had parties in Celestin, And there's definitely like a party scene in Celestin, but it's not like this level. Like, you haven't been to like a full-scale rave in Celestin.
Cariad's actually never been to a party.
Oh.
Other than the one on
New Year's.
Oh, then this this is far bigger than any story you've ever heard about a party.
This is just what Cariad thinks
Yeah,
parties
yeah.
are like now.
Oh god.
You're like, oh god, these are crazy
Setting
all
the
the
bar really
time.
high.
So let's hope there are no political parties in the future.
Or like a kid's birthday party. You're like, let's go!
Cariad will treat it like a fucking rage. Alright, Tecton, well, that dance earned you one more drink.
Please, yeah, keep the fire going.
Oh shit, you want it now?
Please.
Oh,
I want to start like a chant.
I don't think I'm ready to go back to the bar.
Okay, that's fine. You can stick around. You want to stay in the pen? That was a joke. You don't have to go in the pen.
Cariad will like mime opening a gate and step closer to people and then close the gate.
I want to mime like guarding it with like magical.
Cariad, you're immediately grinded against. Immediately.
Oh, is this what do I do?
Just play along as they're grinding up against you even further.
Yay! And Cariad will just move up and down awkwardly.
I hope the audience understands how much I dislike clubs by these scenes that I'm creating.
Yeah. I want to start chanting Celestin. Celestin.
Celestin!
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure. That's a natural 20.
Very quickly, the party catches on. Not even the group, the pen, if you will, is chanting. The whole crowd is chanting. Fenlo and Ramses, you guys hear, Celestin! 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 From the crowd.
Ramsey puts a hand on like Fenlo's shoulder and says, Fenlo, they are cheering for us! Celestin! Celestin! And he starts cheering.
Freya, make me a
He starts
perception
cheering
check.
too.
Perception check? Oh, that's a -1. 4.
Oh.
It's a quiet evening, and then you hear, smash, fuck you up, beep, beep, kaboosh. Ah!
Do you not like this tone? As she continues to write.
You guys come back. The party is vibrant.
Fenlo,
Boom.
Fenlo, I do not know where Cariad has gone. We had many things we need to discuss.
What do we gotta discuss?
What do we have to discuss? I do not know. Is something on your mind, Fenlo?
No, sorry, I thought you were talking about me and you were talking about you and Carrion and whatnot.
Yeah, that is true. Do you know where Cariad is? We do need to discuss.
No.
Oh,
No, I do not. Do you want me to go undercover and whatnot and find her? I can do that.
Undercover.
I'm really good at finding stuff. They won't see me. I promise. It'll be super sneaky whatnot.
I want to encourage your fun. Yes, okay. Can I go undercover as well? I do not wish to be left. Yes?
This is a one-person thing. This is a spell.
Oh,
This is magic.
oh.
This is... I can only turn one person invisible at a time. So it would have to either be you or me. So I could turn you invisible and you could find him. Who are we hiding from?
Oh no, we are not hiding. We are trying to find Cariad.
You say so. Let's go find her.
Okay.
Alright,
I will
so
speak.
this is how we're gonna break into the
Ramses,
bank.
you immediately lose Fenlo as he's also encompassed into the amoeba of dance.
Fenlo! Fenlo! Where have you gone? Cariad!
I'm really short. I don't think I can see him.
Nope.
I do not see Fenlo anywhere. He was right here. He finishes the rest of his drink in his hand.
It's a very nice drink. It is very sweet, and it's very much covering up however many alcohol types are in here. And you're feeling great, buddy.
It is very sweet, but not like wine. And he says that to like someone next to him.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. And he's like
Thank
licking.
you for your...
He's taken one of the glasses you set down and is licking the rim of the sugar on the rim of the glass.
I
will be sure
hate this
I will be
episode.
sure
I
not to
hate
touch
it.
that anymore. You can have it. This is a
Thank
gift.
you.
And
It's empty. I just figured you wouldn't mind.
You like Ramsey leaves.
You really
I hate clubs. I hate clubs.
I hate.
I don't think
Thankfully,
you've
you
been
don't
to
have
a
to go
club.
because of COVID.
I hate everything about what's going on right now.
Cariad!
Also, I have been in a club. Thank you very much.
But I love this.
Cariad!
My passive perception is 12.
Your passive perception is 5 right now in the club.
Cariad, we must discuss I have, Cariad! The
Ramsey,
secrets!
make a survival check.
Okay. It is 16, 15 plus
You're a
1.
trooper. You coast through the different people that are attempting to grind upon you. You push through the crowd. Eventually, you do find Tecton, and by extension, Ariad, who is getting ground upon? Yes. And then Tecton is doing this, miming a gun and guarding whatever this is.
I'm now trying to elect a new cowboy, or like whatever,
Sheriff.
a new person who is going to.
There is a man who is
whole
very,
show.
very, very interested in this, and he's like, "Sir, yes, sir."
I give him an imaginary cowboy hat.
He feels the power. He takes the imaginary rifle and he guards the people.
Ramsey finds Cariad, he walks through, he's like, Cariad! And then he sees what's going on and he freezes for a second.
Everyone else, there's a moment where you walk over to Cariad and everyone gasps, looks down at the floor upon which you walked in, and then the whole crowd, like cattle escaping a junction, just start rushing out in swirling into the crowd once again. And the newly appointed sheriff is like, "What? No! Oh
shit!
And
Tecton,
he
you
starts
got
running
loose!
through the crowd, trying to gather them up again. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. And he tries to rush through the crowd.
Suey!
Cariad!
Yeah.
I am very confused. You are here doing this. I thought you had affections for another.
I was learning how to dance.
Oh, then you are very good at dancing, Cariad.
I've never done it before.
Great job. I do not know if do we speak of secrets now, or are they too?
What are the secrets? What's going on?
Cariad is in love, and I can tell because of how they reacted around the bartender.
Cariad's gonna get really red in the face.
It's hard to tell because you were already pretty red in the face with the alcohol.
Alright, fair enough.
But it's
Cariad will
redder,
get redder.
Cariad, Tecton's starting to feel it a little bit. This alcohol is pushing past his dwarven resilience, and he says to Cariad, do you want me to, tell him about your feelings or whatever?
No, I never said I was in love. I just think he's really beautiful.
But Cariad, you have looked at them. You have looked at them so fondly. I do not understand how you. I do not understand. I very much so saw your reaction, Cariad. I will tell you the secrets to. What were we? I forgot what I was going to say.
That's okay. Don't worry. We'll tell them. Listen, you folks are young. You should be, going by your instincts. Cariad, if you think you got a chance with this tattooed bartender, I think that's a very wise decision, and you should follow up with it.
You both are greatly overestimating my instincts. I haven't talked to people other than you. I lived in my house my whole life, and the only people I had to talk to were servants.
That is okay, Cariad. I understand you sound very stressed. I can tell by tone of voice and the fact that you did not say it with fondness. But I still think you are very good. Do not worry.
But what? What?
Yeah. Also, that's your story. You just be honest about it, and maybe there's a certain mystique that you'll see in it or something.
What? Tell him he's the 5th person I've ever talked to.
No, Cariad, that is not true. If you talk to the servants, and then you have talked to all of us, I think, believe me, you have talked to more than just 5.
Yeah, but I'm still no good at it.
That is nonsense. I think when we all spend time together, I say, oh, we should all hang out more. You are very good at it, Cariad. Very good. Do not doubt yourself. And he points at Cariad aggressively but sincerely.
Well, I do doubt myself.
It is okay. We will all work on that.
It's not very easy to just say don't.
Well, you got to start somewhere, and this seems like a very attractive somewhere to start. So,
Oh, he's so beautiful. Please don't make me talk to him.
if you don't, then one of us will. So, make up your mind
Well, I don't
right
want
now.
you to talk to him either.
Exactly. You don't know what sort of awful, horrible things I might say.
Wait,
So,
Cariad, would you like me to speak?
Damn it! Alright, I'm going.
Celestin!
Celestin!
Instead of chanting, Ramsey just looks around and goes, Fenlo!
Actually, at this point, Fenlo, you are pushed through the crowd, and you are knocked basically right into Ramses. Ramses, make me a dexterity check.
Okay. Dexterity check. Here we go. Straight roll, it is 5.
Fenlo, you're on the ground. In front of Ramses.
Fenlo! And Ramsey, puts his hand down and, helps to, lift you up if you'll take his hand.
Yeah, he's a light boy, so you could probably just do this and he'd be on his feet because you're really strong and whatnot, and he's light.
Ramsey then, puts a hand on, Fenlo's, cheek and says, Fenlo, are you okay? You fell. And then,
Yeah.
good. And he's just, looking at, Fenlo.
Hello, and welcome to the end term. I am your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, Liv here, and I'm just stopping by really quickly before we continue with the club scene to talk about a few things. First of all, if you're new to the podcast, thank you so much for listening. This could be really long, and I'm really happy that you stuck around this long to hear me talk. We have social media, and I would really appreciate it if you go and take a look at them. We're on Twitter, at COGRPG, and on Instagram we are COG.RPG. There's just that little dot in the handle because we couldn't get the same handle. If you go on there, you might see our character art and our thumbnail, which was made by Sieron Thomas, a friend of the show, and you can find him and commission him on Twitter at the Shockwave48. He does a lot of cool robots and character art that you've seen here, and he just finished a comic which you should go and check out. Next, if you hear all the music that comes in, that starts the episode, and the music that brought you here, that's done by another friend of the show, Elk, and you can find him on many places. Twitter.com at Lord_Elk. On Instagram is at Elk_Lord_art, and you can commission them for art on Kofi at Elk_Lord. Next, we're going to talk about music. So, primarily I use music from a man named Tim at tabletopaudio.com, and you can support him on patreon.com/tabletopaudio. He makes awesome fantasy D&D themed music that goes towards it, and if you go and subscribe to him on Patreon, then you get cool alternate versions of the songs that you might hear. All the songs that I use from him are always listed in the description, so you can go and find which ones you really like, and you can use them for your games. But especially a big thank you this week to Alexander Nakarada. He's a man that comes from serpentsoundstudios.com, and you can find him on patreon.com/a-nakarada, which is ANAKARADA. He does a lot of music as well, and he actually has music that I used for the club scene that felt a little fantasy EDM mix that I thought, honestly, I would never find in a million years. But I did a little searching, and I used his music before, and he was also listed in the description if you wanted any of his music. But he had something that just matched what I was feeling, so I just wanted to make sure that we give him all the credit he deserves. Yeah, that's it for us right now. Take a moment to subscribe, like, comment, review on the platform that you're doing on. It really helps. And thank you so much for watching and listening. We'll see you guys next week. Okay, goodbye. Karyad,
You started.
I did. Karyad, you make your way up the stairs. The bar is a little bit busier than before. There are people that looked very satisfied with their partners. And some friends have been left alone after their other friends have left with partners. But you find your way...
Karyad's muttering to herself, that's gonna be me, I know it.
You make your way up to the bar, and a tabaxi comes up. Hey, can I help you with something?
Yeah. I was looking for... There was a tiefling here?
Oh, yeah, sure. He goes over and he taps the tiefling on the shoulder, and he turns around and has a quick conversation with Tabaxi where you see like the facial expressions change rapidly within 4 seconds, and then he looks at you and smile comes back on, and the smirky kind of smile comes back, and he goes, "What can I do for you?"
Karyad's hands are shaking, so she's gonna put them down below the bar. Sorry, you made my drink really good last time, and I'd like another.
Sure. And he pulls up another glass, and he takes a bottle, and he starts just pouring it into the glass.
See, you do that so well.
I'm sure I do. He stops and he slides it across the bar.
Karyad is fucking
He
sweating.
keeps the bottle on the bar, and he like watches you.
And Karyad'll start drinking it, not breaking eye contact.
What are you doing?
Have I mentioned that I only have an 8 in charisma yet?
Excellent. He just waits until you're finished, and he goes, "Do you want another?"
Yeah.
Fills the
Only if you're making it.
fills the glass up full again and sets the bottle down, and
Karyad'll start drinking it again,
goes,
not breaking eye
"That'll be a
contact.
gold."
Yeah, of course. And Karyad'll give another 3.
Alright. Scoops it up. Goes, "You don't come to bars a lot, do you?"
Actually, to tell you the truth, this is the first bar I've ever been to.
Oh.
I don't get out much,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be honest here, You're really goddamn beautiful.
Thank you. You're not half bad yourself.
I'm only in town for a wee while. I was wondering, would you like to maybe do something?
He leans over. He goes, "What do you have in mind?"
Me? You go on a date with me?
He's a mate?
They started to say me.
You want to go on a date?
Or something. That probably sounds
No, it's
But I know-
cute. But he looks down at you, and he gets this like wide smirk, and he goes, "Or if you wait an hour, we can just skip to the end of the date."
Cariad bolts upright. Yeah, that... Okay. I like the sound of
Great.
that.
He goes, "What's your name?"
The name's Cariad, and she'll put out a hand to shake.
He takes the hand and he goes, "Uncompassion."
That's a brilliant name.
Thank you, I chose it myself.
Hey.
He gives your hand a squeeze and he goes, "I have to get back to work, but I'll find you." And he
All right, I'll see
takes
you
two
then.
steps back, not breaking eye contact, before switching over his gaze to another person waiting to be served at the bar.
Cariad's gonna bite her lip and just kind of stand there in quiet contemplation for a second before quickly scurrying back to her friends.
What are the three of you doing while that was happening?
Can I say I was like watching in the distance?
Yeah.
Not like listening in, I just wanted to.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You kind of take a, like, kind of the edge of the crowd and kind of, like, look up. You're just kind of getting the edge of it. You can't see Cariad's face, but you see the tiefling they are talking about. A very attractive male tiefling. Very, very, like, alternative, very, like, kind of bright color, very not the norm even in this town, full of color and party time elegance. But he seems to be all smiles, seems to be going well, and then you see Cariad go, and then, like, turn back, big, wide expressioned face, running down the stairs.
Just kind of like smiling, maybe my hands on my hips, like a proud dad at a soccer game or something. I don't know.
Ramsey is listening to the music, and then all of a sudden he goes, "Oh my Dawnfather, this is my favorite song!" And then he starts like jumping. Yeah!
Everyone else starts jumping, fist up, like...
We've been here for like an hour. How do you already have a favorite song?
It's that top 40, they just keep repeating the same song.
Yeah.
Every song is only 20 seconds long. We've heard it 5
Or
times
it's like the
now.
Family Guy Star Wars. "Hey, we're the Cantina Band! Any requests? Play that same song! Oh, same song, alright! Do, 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 do."
Love that joke.
Fenlo doesn't know how to dance, so he's just gonna jump when everybody else is jumping, but his hands are at his
Surprise.
side. He doesn't.
Oh no.
Posing.
Oh no. You're doing a middle school dance.
Yeah! Have you met this character?
No, I'm God, remember?
That's right.
Alright. Cariad eventually finds her way back into the crowd with you guys.
Cariad, did they accept your affections?
Surprisingly, yes.
Did you get
Oh yeah!
I'm still in shock.
You got sunburnt on your cheeks and whatnot.
No, that's just I'm incredibly embarrassed.
Oh,
So did you two swap addresses or something like that, or maybe plan a nice walk or something?
No, no. He'll find me.
Okay.
that's ominous when you say it like that.
That's all he said to me, is he'll find me.
We must celebrate now! And Ramsey's going to, like, look around. He says, we must toast! And, like, we get the drinks! And then Ramsey's gonna probably go to the bar and get drinks.
From the
Alright,
same.
you come face to face with a tiefling.
Oh no!
Hello.
Hello, I'm very happy to hear the news, and I will have, perhaps 4 drinks.
Ramsey still fucking ruined this for me.
Oh.
No skin in the game.
He takes some glasses down. Are you looking for the strong stuff or the sweet stuff again?
The celebration stuff. If there is a flavor for that, I will accept it.
I know exactly the flavor. And he pulls out a large bottle. It's called tequila. And he pops the cork off and starts loading up glasses of tequila. He pushes them to you, and 2 gold, please.
Very well, yes. And, he, is going to put down 3 gold, and he's going to say, for your date later. And, then he's going to walk away with, the drinks.
There is a deep chuckle as you leave.
Ramsey comes back over with the drinks. I brought celebration! And then he's gonna hand them out.
That looks like liquid.
One for everyone. That is because it is liquid celebration. And
I knew
Ramsey
that.
says, here! To your new courtship! And then he's going to down it.
Oh boy.
So,
If it...
to romantic courtship. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna put a hand on Cariad's shoulder and cast prestidigitation because they're probably sweating like crazy
Yeah.
right now.
It's whipped away, and then within 30 seconds, more sweat forms on the brow.
Oh.
It is very hot in here.
Do you want me to do that when you're outside or whatnot? So that
Thank you for trying.
I can spam it, but I'll be here a while.
There has to be some sort of place for you to freshen up for your date, yes?
Also,
don't-
anyone who
I don't even know how to freshen up for
anyone
you.
who
If
drank
you
the
make-
tequila is now drunk. If they
You
were
do
not.
Oh, I
good.
thought I already.
You have to
okay.
make yourself clean. You make yourself cleaner and you look your best. And that is how you set up for a date.
Cariad will just look down at herself and look back up. Do I
Another
not
prestidigitation.
already look my best?
Cariad, you look fantastic.
I don't know how to look better than this.
You
You
look
don't
fantastic.
you don't have monster blood on you, so you're doing good.
You know what? That's fair.
That's very yeah. You always have monster blood on you, even when you ain't fighting monsters. It concerns me.
Fellow, the entire time we have been here, when you talk, you sound like you will fall asleep any second. Are you very tired?
What?
You sound very tired, Fenlo.
No, I don't. I have listened to everything I've said. I'm in shock, cause like, I can fly now, guys.
Hooray!
Oh, I totally forgot. That was insane.
Very
Oh my
impressive.
God.
Very impressive. I do not know anyone else. I have not met one other Fenlo. I have not met one other person who can fly. That is a great
Well,
talent.
that is
And-
not true because there was that Eric Kokra who was the Minister of Defense or
Oh,
whatever.
you're technically right. I have only met 2 people who can fly. That is still very, very rare.
That's pretty good.
them magic users up there, and they can all levitate and whatnot. And then my mom can fly.
Fifth. Oh,
Also, there's no Aarakocra on the council.
Making people up.
The alcohol is strong with this one.
it is still very impressive, regardless of the amount of people who are able to fly by means of non-magic or magic. It is very, very impressive, Fenlo. It is very impressive. It is very impressive that you can fly by magical or non-magical means. Congratulations, Fenlo. And congratulations, Cariad.
Thanks. What am I getting congratulated for?
Because you have found someone very lovely, and they have returned your affections. It is very exciting. I'm very happy for you both.
You didn't say anything to him, did you?
I said congratulations.
Oh no, that
Why?
ain't.
You shouldn't have said anything.
No.
I'll probably be fine. If he is, listen, if he was okay with what, your sort of nervous demeanor, I don't think he's gonna draw the line at your friend just being a little, nosy or whatever.
Hey, Carrie, do you want to be invisible for like the next hour, for no reason whatsoever?
Well, if I do that, then he can't find me.
Oh no, that's right. I thought to avoid awkward conversation. No, but you're right.
Actually, yeah, I would like to be invisible.
All right. If I've learned anything from being invisible, remember that you can't see your own feet, so you're gonna trip.
All right, I'll try to remember that.
All right, I'm gonna poke her in the forehead and cast invisibility.
Feels like
And Kariat immediately falls over.
feels like sunlight hits you and then you're on the ground.
Oh! Oh, shit. You weren't kidding.
Yeah. Why did you immediately move? You gotta center yourself and whatnot.
I wasn't expecting you to poke me in the eye.
I poked you in the nose. Your
All
nose
three
is-
of your fingers were going right for my eye.
This
I
is
think-
really freaky.
I think you're drunk, is what I think.
I think you're bloody drunk.
I have drank nothing but water and apple juice.
Listen, nobody here is drunk. I would know. No one here.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go and just look at him a bit.
Yeah.
I kind of want to drop invisibility if you're gonna do that. It sounds.
No, don't. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna see how he is. I just want to see how he is.
I imagine he's working.
Yeah.
Like,
Whatever you do, don't drop invisibility, because I'm gonna be right next to him.
you're gonna go behind the bar? No, I am not gonna give you the power of invisibility.
No, I'm not gonna go behind the bar, but don't drop the invisibility, please.
All right,
Okay.
right. Just remember, it's an hour, or until I get bumped. So don't let me
Okay.
get bumped.
Okay, an hour.
Right.
And I'm gonna go up to the bar.
All right, he's there. Compassion is there. He is simply just working. Slings drinks when it's
I'm
downtime.
just gonna observe
When
him.
he's slinging drinks, when he's not, he's collecting any glasses that were left around the bar. Has a conversation with a few of his coworkers. Nothing substantial, really. Then, depending on how long you stay, how long are you gonna stare at him?
45.
Okay. 45 minutes are up, and you do see him take off, like, what looks to be, like, those half aprons off, and he's like, and that's me for the evening. I'm going to go look for a nice young woman. I will see you guys later.
Oh shit!
He stops.
I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna run
Does-
back.
I have the strongest inclination that she is right here. As you get further away. You race down the stairs.
I'm gonna run
you
back
run
to
up.
Fenlo.
Fenlo and Tucked In and Ramses, you guys are all doing whatever it is you're doing.
I've been
I'm
standing
gonna start
here
shaking
for
Fenlo.
45 minutes doing this.
Just focusing real hard.
Yeah, just focusing.
I am going to find... And then Ramsey, like, doesn't even finish his sentence. He just, like, turns around and walks into the crowd.
Okay. It's gone. And then you guys hear some heavy breathing to your right.
Oh god.
It's me. I need you to drop it.
Drop what?
This.
Yeah, you don't have to.
And she's gonna
bother.
gesture to herself.
I can see you. There's a tiefling.
I drop him.
Yeah, okay. You goes, are you ready?
Yeah. Am I visible
Yeah,
or?
Fenlo dropped it
I drop.
Oh, when did that happen?
2 seconds ago.
After he said it. I don't know how he saw you.
Yeah. Let's go.
Sure, Don't worry, I'll be a fine gentleman.
Kariad's gonna bury her hands, bury her face in her hands for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, you better be. She better be okay in the morning there.
Texan, shut up.
I'm sorry. Hey, listen, I got some oil. You gonna need that tonight, or maybe not.
Tecton, shut!
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on Cariad one last time before they leave this very warm club.
Kariad and Nick have never been so embarrassed.
Aww.
When you walk out into the night, the air is cold against the contrast of the interior heat of sweat and bodies massed together. But when you kind of walk down, he just like looks at you. There's a smile. It's nothing like he's not leering over you or anything. Make sure you don't trip in the gutter. Sometimes there's people like, hey, you wanna buy some drugs? And he's like, fuck off, Frank. He's like, oh, sorry, didn't realize it was okay. And then he like walks away. Eventually, it's like a block and a half, honestly, that you walk. But a lot of shit happens in a block and a half. You see what looks to be a small little like flat, like apartment flat. And he takes out a key from around his neck and he unlocks the door and motions for you to enter at your own indulgence.
Kariad will.
Okay. As soon as you cross the threshold, you feel better. No longer intoxicated.
And so, do I have my wits about
Yeah,
me?
like you're no longer drunk.
All right. How'd you do that?
How to do what? There's a lot of things I can do. You have to be a little more specific.
Well, I thought you'd know, but I'm feeling really good right now.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one's just a simple doorway enchantment. It just makes everything a little more consensual.
Oh. I like that.
You kind of see around you. It is a very small room. It's like there's no other room in the place, but it is decorated fine and very nice. There's books on a bookshelf. There's this little kitchenette. It's got this kind of wine color for the walls, where there's different decorative art pieces. A potted plant in the corner that seems to get lots of sun because there is a sunroof in here. And you can see every speckle of star in the night sky and the 3 moons of Gaia.
Wow. Your house is as beautiful as you are.
Thank you. So, and he kind of like sits in a chair. You don't actually see a bed. That's the thing. It's like nice furniture, a couch, a love-seated chair, a coffee table. He sits down on the couch, and
Do I notice other rooms, or is it just this?
it's just this one room. There's no other door in here, just the one you entered through.
Okay.
He goes, I don't necessarily know if you are still interested after being, well, sober, but if not, that's fine.
Well, I am, but you don't exactly have a place to sleep around here.
Oh, right. And he collapse a little bit, and then you see the one area of the room kind of like shimmer a little bit, and there is a nice sizable bed.
Oh, holy shit! That was really cool.
Thank you. I don't indulge in much, but my accommodations I do. Maybe a tattoo here and there, and some nice clothes.
Yeah, you've got a lot of tattoos, and Cariad'll touch one.
Goes, yeah, where you touched on his arm, you see it kind of like glimmer a little bit. Goes, yeah, they're all very interesting. They all mean different things, and the study of the cosmos are expanding every day. And he takes your hand, and he's gonna put it closer to his neck, where there's a few different constellation starred tattoos. He goes,
Wow.
yeah. And then he points and he goes, this is the representation of how one overcomes great struggle. And then he trails your hand down his shirt a little bit more, and he spends the next couple minutes just letting you explore his tattoos. And we're gonna drift back over to
Cariad is gulping hard before we star transition away.
hard transition away.
I was so scared for a second that he was gonna do something horrible. There was no bed. I thought it was gonna be.
It was a futon. Your back's gonna be ruined tomorrow.
You said threshold. I thought all of a sudden it was going to be like this was a council member testing. To
How
see
dare
whether
you?
or
You're
not-
supposed to be celibate.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I don't follow your traditions.
So, what are you guys doing back at the club?
Ramsey disappeared into the crowd, and then he is going to find a table to sit at. Yeah.
Okay. You have to go upstairs, but there is a table to sit at.
He kind of falls into the seat, whether this booth table, and he kind of casually has one arm resting on the table. He's man spreading and just kind of watching the crowd of people around. He's blitzed, obviously. He's very drunk, but he's just kind of enjoying the lights, the sounds, everything. He's just kind of taking it in.
Yeah. With the inebriation and looking down at the crowd, it's starting to look more and more like one clump of individual than it is for you to be able to pick people out of the crowd. What is Fenlo and Tecton doing?
You don't, when they're going on a date, you don't say nothing to them. It's just not.
Listen, I was just a little worried. He was a strange looking individual, and I just didn't want her to carry head runs off or whatever.
Can't make that assumption about people with tattoos. That ain't nice. It ain't right. Can't do that, Mr. Tecton there, sir. No, sir.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Fenlo. It's just,
She's redder than a beet. Do I even know what a beet is? I do now. Look.
A beat.
Sky beat.
Sky beet. I don't know if we got beets in
You
Celestin.
got beats in Celeste.
In Celestin.
Okay, I'll be honest, Fenlo. I'm kind of getting a little. I'm getting a little sad drunk. So,
God mood.
I think I'm gonna wonder back.
Wait, if you get sad drunk, why do you get drunk?
Well, it doesn't, it's not immediately sad drunk, but yeah, kind of, I'll meet you back at the staircase.
Okay, don't trip over.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What?
Tecton's gone.
Nothing. I want to get my bone club.
It is there,
back.
immaculately protected, no chips missing out of it.
And then I'm just gonna like cast Shillelagh all the way back home, just making chunks of dirt out of the ground, potholes everywhere on the way back.
Definitely. As you get back to the sunken
Swinging it
staircase, you
around.
hear down the block, "Ah!"
I chuckle.
And you open the door and you make your way up to your room. Fenlo and Ramses.
Ramses is still looking over, like, to see the mass of people, and he's gonna try and see if he can spot Fenlo in it.
Fenlo, what are you doing?
I think he's been standing in the same spot for an hour and a half because he doesn't know where to go.
Okay. You do see Fenlo. He is the only one not jiving.
I'll call down to him a couple times from, like, the railing, see if I can get his attention.
Ironically, you can hear it this time because by jiving, I mean everyone's doing the electric slide. So it's easier to call down in that song.
Fenlo! Fenlo!
Yeah.
I'm like,
What's up? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna find my way up to them.
he'll meet Fenlo at the stairs and say, "Come sit."
Where are we sitting? Where are we dropping? What are we doing?
I point at a table and say, "I figured we could play a game, yeah?"
All right. Did you bring cards?
No.
Okay.
Different game. I was hoping to play. Have you heard of 20 Questions?
I haven't, but I think I can get the gist and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's questions and there's 20.
Perfect, you are natural ready. So, the rules of the game is we go back and forth, we answer a question that the other person asks. The person who gets asked the question, or who asked the question, the person who asked the question does not have to answer the question, but the person who gets asked the question must answer the question. You start. Ask a question, Finlo.
You go first. This is your game. I don't got a question yet and whatnot.
Uh,
Drop this on me.
okay. Are you normally early to events or late?
What?
When you go
I just
to
didn't catch that.
when you go to events like get-togethers and party, are you normally early or late, or right on time?
I'm supposed to be early and whatnot for my shifts and whatnot.
Ramsey just nods. He says, "Your turn. Ask a question. Anything."
Do you go to a lot of clubs and whatnot?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's your turn.
Uh,
Should I be keeping count of our questions, or are we just gonna go till we're
We
out of
will-
questions?
we will guess. Yeah.
I gave you two options and you said yes.
Finlo, what takes up too much time? What makes
In general,
Yeah. What takes up too much time for you?
the legal system.
That is only
Give me a vague one.
so
Give me a
specific.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Do you, I don't have many questions. Oh, how did you get so strong?
I trained every day, and I prayed strongly to the Dawn Father so that he may give me with courage to work harder.
Okay. Is your turn now, I think.
He like scratches his chin, like his arms on like the table. What is your favorite memory?
It was when I first got my wings.
Very recent. It is very good. It is very good. I'm glad I was there for your favorite memory.
Yeah, you were.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It is your turn to ask a question, Finlo.
What's your favorite memory? That seems like a good question and whatnot to ask and whatnot, given the circumstances and whatnot.
I received a small piece of advice from my father once, and I have taken it very gratefully to heart. That was my favorite memory. He said, when you know, you know. And I do not know why, but it resonated.
When you know what? Oh, wait, no, it's your turn. It's your turn. I'm sorry.
Are you happy?
Always?
Is that a lie?
Oh, you mean like right now? Yes.
Can you make a deception check with disadvantage, please?
Oh, jeez.
Oh my.
That's... What is my deception
Ramses,
bonus?
you can make an insight check with disadvantage, please.
Okay, insight check.
That's a 9.
The first one was 13, the second one was 21. So 13.
Maybe.
There's a blatant... Not blatant, it's very underlined, but it seems like the yes was rehearsed.
Ramsey looks at, like, Fenlo for a second, and, like, very seriously, he says, I can tell there is small sorrow, maybe bigger sorrow in your heart. I feel it too. Your turn to ask a question, Fenlo.
Do you think you could break a glass off of your abs? I've
Yes.
been thinking about that like all day. Should we get a glass? No, it's your turn to ask a question. Dang it.
Do you want to break a glass over my stomach, Fenlo?
I don't know. There's
Is
a lot
that
of
a lie?
confusion going on. I don't know. It's
There's
a
something
very
else
clear.
Fenlo wants to do to the stomach.
He wants to break something else over your abs.
Oh.
I'm very proud.
I don't get it.
It was a really
Oh,
bad
okay.
sexual innuendo.
I know it was a sexual innuendo, I just don't...
That's why it's a really bad one. It doesn't make sense.
No, it's my...
Fenlo! Yeah, this is...
Yes?
Go ahead.
When you look in the mirror, do you get lost in your own eyes? I don't get it.
This got gay. Gayer.
This was gay the whole time. Yeah, what are you talking
This
about?
got gayer. I'm living for this.
Hey, out of character. Bring it on.
When I look in the... Challenge accepted. When I look in the mirror, I do... I do not get lost in my own eyes. I get lost in other people's. Or persons.
Kind of skirted around the question.
Fenlo's kind of running this gay off.
This is your turn. Bring it.
Do you want to fuck? It was brought.
Mic drop.
Fenlo, have you ever been in love?
Ah, yes, strong contender from Ramses. Yes.
I don't really know.
Has anyone captured your affections?
Yeah.
Oh. It is your turn.
Has anyone captured your affections?
Yes.
Alright, it's your turn.
I think that is 20.
Was that 20?
I
Is
think
there...
so.
How does the game end? Is it just... Is that just the game? Who won?
The game ends when you feel like you have won. Or lost.
I don't think I lost.
You guys hear over the bar, last call.
Ramsey, puts, a hand on a table. He's, over, Fenlo looking down. And, he says, it's a draw. And then, he'll get up and offer him a hand.
Yeah, I'll take the hand.
Sweaty hand.
Should we go back
Grass,
to the
sweaty hand.
prestidigitation himself?
Immediately clammy again.
Dang it! You want to go back to the sunken staircase and whatnot?
Yes, I would like that. To be honest, I feel very tired and a little dizzy.
Yeah, I don't think I got nothing to help that. I got prestidigitation that can just make you, just make you feel good and whatnot. It's just a sensory effect, but it can't.
Ramsey,
Clear the mind.
Ramsey, chuckles for a second, and then he says, do not worry, it'll be slipped off. And as they're walking, a second passes, and, just before they enter, the sunken staircase, Ramsey, pauses for a second. He goes, oh, Finlo! I was thinking of the game. I had asked 2 questions in a row at one point. You have one more question.
Who's the person captured your affections and whatnot? Who's a person that you said, I asked, who is someone captured your affections, and you were like, yeah, who is it? Is it Cariad? Because that's going to get weird, because she had her own night going on.
Ramsey puts, a hand to his, chest, and he, looks at you, and he says, Finlo, I will... You. And then, he goes inside, waiting for you to follow. To be honest, though, I really kind of hope you sleep this off and do not remember. I will be too embarrassed in the morning if you do otherwise.
I don't want to forget.
He just looks at, you and smiles and says, okay.
As you guys find your way upstairs to the joint sleepover party room where
So it's the same room.
And Freya are tucked
We all got
in,
the same room.
sleeping. Cariad not here.
I have my own
I'm
room,
sorry,
actually.
yes, your own room. You see Freya all tucked in, sleeping, because it is 3 a.m.
There's just a note on the nightstands next to glasses of water that just say, drink this before you go to sleep.
Oh, this is very considerate. Should we wake Freya up to say thank you?
No, she's really grumpy in the morning. I don't think she'd be any less grumpy if we woke her up at 3.
You're...
Hydration is...
Freya, there are very loud
important.
people talking in your room.
She would have been
Yeah,
asleep by now.
and they're very loud.
Con saving throw?
Do I wake up?
I'll let you decide. Do you want to wake up? Okay.
No,
Like the dead. Freya sleeps like the dead. You guys all find your places for the evening and fall into rest. This is a good place to take a break.
Okay, but I gotta
Alright.
ask. I'm assuming the inference is Cariad, but yeah,
Oh, Cariad fucked.
Yeah, Cariad. Jack, stop.
What?
That almost got me.
What was Jack doing?
I hope that you know that is my one goal through this podcast is to eventually make somebody mess up.
In the center. I'm glad everyone remembered the 10 seconds of silence. Because I didn't.
I almost didn't. I was gonna go, alright, are we gonna start? And I noticed everybody was not talking. I was gonna say, we haven't done this in so long. What do we do? Oh, no one's talking. Okay, I'll shut up.
We're professionals.